So for the 100th session, last time, um, we were in a storm. Tooth was the only one that was seasick. Some people got thrown around. Rada actually got thrown overboard, but managed to save herself.
By running on the water.
And Chris appeared.
Well, he slammed into Rada.
Idea tried to dispel.
That's appearance.
Idea tried to dispel a water spout, but ended up messing up her mind. And now her dagger is talking to her. But only to her, as this is a mental problem. Not surprising.
Almost threw it far down.
Is this just karma for how useless Idea was to the party for a while? We have to keep her useless now that she wants to be useful.
You just have really bad luck because everything that's literally the things that are happening to you are the roles that I asked from you guys.
Come on, guys, give me a break.
I will gladly give you a break as soon as I can.
Eventually, the sun came out again, and we had some talks. Rada informed the group about her conversation with Lou, and informed the group that the tongue that we were traveling with was pulled through time from To Spag. When asked about where he got the bag, Tooth avoided the question.
He lies.
Rada also tried to contact Tong to see if she could help Idea, but ended up getting the Tong from the present. And
we got to know who Idea is.
Yeah. And Tooth's crystal was identified as a psionic crystal, and Brina threatened him to not steal.
Because he can read minds, and that means he can steal my stories, and that ain't happening.
And this week, with the Whims of Fate.
For your benefit, Megan, I rolled really bad for Tooth, so he was very scared of Brina.
I also happened to roll a 23 on Intimidate.
Yeah, it was a difference of 20.
Yeah.
The difference? Well, I didn't realize that the difference was 20. Dang.
Yeah, you got a 23, General's a 3.
Yeah.
Well, that explains
a lot. Yeah.
A lot.
Indeed. All right. So. I have got Crazy in Love stuck in my head, and I don't know any of the words to the song. It's driving me crazy.
It's driving you crazy in love.
No, it's just driving me crazy. Oh, I need a new song.
In my head, but I know some of the words.
I mean, earlier today I was coming up with lyrics for a parody of Johnny Horton's Battle of New Orleans.
I've had a song stuck in my head all day, but it's not bothering me.
Usually they don't, but if I don't know the words, it's like it's not. Crazy in Love's not even like a song I really like.
Yeah.
So it's just there.
Oh,
And...
don't take my blessing.
There we go. Right. No. Oh, that's right. So. Okay. I need my dice. That would be super helpful.
Having dice in a dice rolling game? Nah.
Right.
crazy
I
thought.
thought we just made things up as we went, and it was fun. That's a good premise for a game, right? Basically what we do.
Who are you and what have you done with my husband?
Oh. I'm just trying to be fun.
You are fun. But I also know that you don't like playing games where the rules are not here. Which is understandable. I'm not trying to knock it.
So. All right, I
The
need
rule is that you make things up as you go.
a higher low from someone.
Whatever she's thinking, the other thing.
I'm thinking you choose because you want a break.
Perfect. Somebody else choose. Kidding. Hi. High hopes.
Well,
So
Thanks.
I'm kidding. It doesn't even make sense. It's so contrarian. Why would I say that?
I'll let you pick because you want a break. If something happens, you only have yourself to blame. Sorry.
I don't like that it's a coin flip. Ade has not been doing well on her coin flips. It's time to forge a double-sided coin. This could be a double-edged sword, though, because then we could just always be flipping the wrong side.
You also know that Tooth is going to steal it.
He already has one. Maybe I just copy his.
Just take a piece of currency and just replicate one face on both sides. Just call
That
it
is
a
called
day.
forgery.
No, because it's only on one
Counterfeiting.
side.
Sorry, not forgery. Counterfeiting.
No, it counts as defacing. Honestly, at most, because like you literally made it no longer legal tender. So
Is it actually all that illegal to do that, historically speaking? Is it mostly just a U.S. thing?
I don't know.
What?
Defacing or defacing currency.
Oh.
Like, I would think that they would have had issues with it, but I don't know. That's a good question.
well, in certain regards, you can tear like a 20 note in half, and it'll count as 2 10s in certain countries. But like, it has to be defaced to the point where you can't necessarily call it money anymore, or the average person wouldn't accept it.
I mean, in the U.S., the value state, if you have more than half the bill, it has the whole value.
You have to have at least over half the bill.
Well,
Cool.
just watch that you have a double-sided coin and it lands on the side.
Lands on the edge. No.
I need to figure out how to invent a loaded coin.
He gave me loaded dice.
You make
It always
you
lands
make-
on the side that I need.
Well, you just do this. You make both sides the same thing, you flip it, and then you only ever show one side. It's easy enough. Don't let anybody actually see the coin.
And of course, you got to make it look like it could reasonably be heads or tails.
Heck, at that point, you might as well just create a coin that is magically meant to be in your favor.
Yes, I need a minor illusion coin that causes me to always show the side up that I need.
So basically, what you want is a magic.
Anybody ever gotten reliable answers out of a Magic 8 Ball?
Probably not.
So.
Aren't most of them incredibly non-committal?
Everybody gets you more options.
Da-da-da.
It's a
As long as
20-sided
everybody-
die with 3 sides, essentially.
So the storm is over. It is still dark. There is no light. But the waters have started to calm down. Rain is basically all but stopped. Things have chilled. Okay. So that is where we're at this point.
I can see clearly now.
Now the rain.
The rain. I can see all obstacles in my way.
Sure.
Yeah, for
Good
shame
song choice,
on
Marco.
Happy to help.
Oh, wow. This may be good for you. My dice are not rolling well. Okay. No.
I think I was tired, and then it popped in my head. I was like, I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning. I was like, no wonder.
Why were you doing that early?
I woke up and I was like, it's time to get up. I was like, it is 2:30.
Honestly,
Okay.
there's times where he does that. Just his body's like, nope, it's time to be awake. It's like, okay. I did not get up at that time. I still got up earlier than I expected, but I did not get up at that time.
I think that's when I went to bed.
Those were the days. You could go to bed at 2:30, wake up whenever you wanted to, and not miss anything. Those
Actually,
were the days.
I've noticed that whenever I end up just waking up at the crack of dawn or even earlier, I've always done a sit around for an hour, don't even touch your phone, just wait to see what happens. If you can do something really quietly, and then just lay back in bed and see if you fall asleep, and it generally works.
Some of me was probably nervous to miss the phone call from my manager today. I found out I'm not getting laid off from Boeing, so.
Congratulations.
In either this round or the next round. So we're safe until next year. At least.
I am safe until they announce something else.
When you answered like the help a day in what way specifically question, I was going to be really pedantic and say, well, help is in like help enhance it, help get rid of it.
Okay. Trying this one.
But I decided not to be pedantic.
All right. So now that things have calmed down, what are we doing?
There's not really much to do.
That's fair. If there's nothing that you want to, we can just kind of.
Yeah, I can't think of anything personally, but what about you?
I wouldn't mind glossing over a few days.
Yeah, I think we've had all the important conversations that we would want to have.
Yeah, because like we know that the ship has been fighting Captain Biddy. Chris has reappeared. He survived with the storm. Discovered the fact of why Tong was from so much further in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Discovered Truth really shouldn't do that.
Even Lou is intrigued.
Even Lou was intrigued. I mean, I can't really think of any other questions or interactions with both that I'm really looking to have.
I think the only thing that we could do would just be like immediately after Brina like comes back upstairs after threatening Tooth. I think Raw would just be like, "Yeah, I really like that. Beginning was good, the ending was good. Middle could have used to work."
It wasn't a performance, Rada. I
No,
was
she's
being
correct.
perfectly serious.
Though your performance in the middle was quite impressive, actually.
Thank you.
Ron, what's your passive perception?
Rada's passive
Good
perception?
guy.
Yeah.
23.
And Tooth's, because I know yours are both
Queen
high.
on the chessboard.
What?
The queen and king at the chessboard.
23.
23?
It's pretty
What's
lame
your-
on the chessboard. Important, but lame.
We forgot to look at your sheet. It's
I hear
10
her
plus,
yelling.
10 plus your
Modifier.
Bonus.
yeah.
Today has been added to the upper echelons of perception.
Wisdom?
It already wasn't bad.
I'm just proud that I get to wear the Perception of the Queen crown in our other campaign.
Perception of everybody in that party is so...
Except for Merway. Merway's great.
Aren't you the perception queen with like a 16?
So that was it?
Well, I mean, if it's the perception plus the perception, 10 plus the perception
Yes.
check would be 17.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's still the passive Perception Queen in that campaign. It just might be.
And sorry, I have to, because your cat has
And
decided.
everybody else is like 10 to 12. It's so bad.
That's okay.
So I turned my mic off because I was getting you through my mic.
Oh. I can attempt to turn this down. It sort of works.
Okay.
Anyway, thanks. That's all I needed. So the crew is kind of out and getting things put back in order. They're putting the sails back out. They pulled them in when the storm blew in because they didn't want to tear the sails. A couple of them are grumbling and just like, if we were actually going where we were supposed to, we wouldn't have hit a tropical storm. What is happening? They're very cross.
Including the captain, probably.
He's probably the most cross out of everybody.
Indeed.
Yeah, if nothing else is going on, Ern's gonna just track down Chris and ask him, so what is neurology exactly?
It's the study of the brain.
Go on. I have
Well-
no idea what's going on there.
Well, most people don't. Brains are really complicated.
Understatement.
Understatement of the millennia.
They cut up a corpse, sometimes a living person, if they offer. Look at their brain and kind of look at the parts of it. If they're alive, see, what parts of the brain seem to light up when they do something, to see which part of the brain they're using. Stuff like that.
What kind of light spell did you use on people's brains?
It's not a light spell so much as it's your brain runs off of electricity, and you can kind of see parts firing. off that electricity. You don't know what electricity is.
I was
So
sitting
what's
here thinking, does
electricity?
anybody know what electricity is? I was like, if anybody knows, it might be a dam.
It's like tiny, tiny, tiny bursts of little lightning.
So like when I rub wool together and zap Uther.
That's static electricity.
You and I are gonna have a very long conversation about this. Mostly about the brain stuff, but this electricity stuff sounds interesting too.
Sheridan has Ben Franklin running for his money.
Just for the hell of it, write down the questions he has for Chris and send them to me,
Okay.
and I will let you know how much of that information you retain correctly.
I'll start doing that.
I will say, Rada, this will not be difficult for you to notice. As you guys are settling down and getting back into just regular conversation or whatever, you do start to notice that the crew is starting to go quiet, and a bunch of them are kind of looking in one direction and kind of whispering to each other.
Can I see or hear what they are saying? Because Rada can read lips.
Give me a perception check.
Why do you have to roll so low? 13.
You can't see what they're looking at, but you can see a few lips, and it looks like they're saying, "Do you see that out there? Is there something out there?" And some of them are like, maybe it's land. Did we make it to land? Is it a boat?
Rada's going to look in the direction that they were looking.
Okay, one more time.
Why did it have to be 10 higher than the last roll? That's a 23.
Still are not seeing what they're seeing. There might be a vague outline of something. But it is not a shape familiar to you, so you're not entirely sure if you're actually seeing something or if it's some sort of illusion. It's dark. It could just be cloud pattern reflecting on water. It's hard to tell. I will say, Idea and Brina, if you want, Rada, are you being particularly subtle about trying to see what they're seeing?
No.
Okay. Your passives then should be enough to notice Rada is no longer paying attention to the conversation you guys were having. She is totally focused on something out in the ocean.
What you
I'm
looking
gonna
at,
look in the
Rada?
same direction and try and see if I can see anything.
All right.
A day had 2 wishes to know what the heck is going on out in the ocean.
Then
Which check?
perception check.
18.
Perception.
18.
I got a 10. My
Okay.
natural roll was a 2.
Were you looking, Tooth?
I was asking Rada what she was looking at. I don't actually know if I can see it, being short and all.
That's fair. You probably can't see it over the railing. Yeah, you two don't see anything.
I'm not sure. These sailors are whispering about something over there, but I can't quite make it out.
Could you lift me up so I can attempt to see, please?
I was gonna say, did you hear what I rolled? Just making sure you did.
Yeah, you didn't see anything.
Okay.
So Jennifer,
Uh-huh.
I rolled a nat 20.
Of course you did.
Tooth, you can see what's going on over there. There is a ship. And you have seen a ship like this before. You saw it in the North Sea. It's long, has a dragon head on the front. And whoever is on that ship has doused all of their lighting. They are trying to sneak up on you.
So, I think we have pirates, guys. I think it's pirates we dealt with before because there's a dragon head. They have no lights on. That's why Erden can't see them because they have no lights.
Huh? What?
I have an amazing solution for this. Once they get closer, I suspect they're not within 120 feet.
You know, this would be a good time to have a wizard.
Dragon head. Do you mean Vikings, Tooth?
That's
It's
fair
40
point.
yards. It's pretty far away, but
Well, I mean, we did see them in the North Sea. I remember that much. So probably Vikings. They're trying to raid us. Excuse
Okay,
me.
let's alert the captain then.
I mean, we could alert the captain, or hear me out. Trebuchet.
And fire what?
Fireballs.
Do we have any of those?
what are the odds that Adea knows how to make Greek fire?
I was
Oh,
about to ask Rada, do you know how to make Greek fire?
Honestly,
Jen, what did you say?
honestly, it's probably pretty high. It'd be a Hephaestus thing.
Oh gosh.
But no, he's onto something. We could throw a lot of fire. At least maybe.
What are we gonna put on
Put that
fire?
stuff. How do we make that stuff again?
We got Vikings.
Still holding on to Tooth. Tong is Rada. Rada is going to go and inform the captain.
Wait, is she taking Tooth? Is she taking
Yes.
Tooth with her?
Yes.
Look, I'm just
Somebody
saying,
point
we don't
me-
have a wizard that can cast fireball. But I got a trebuchet that can throw fire.
I do have something like with that though. I gotta get close enough though.
I have a feeling that the captain might not want them to be close enough.
Oh, but it'll be quite the spectacle.
Do we find Captain Biddy? That's what I'm asking.
Or someone
Yes.
in charge.
Yeah.
We have reason to believe, or well, whoever she's addressing, we have reason to believe that there is a ship trying to sneak up on us. No, some of your men may have noticed it, but only this one was able to make it out. Like holding Tooth up.
I just became very curious to know if there's a race of Fae who are uncannily good at seeing in the dark. Actually, it was probably the dwarves, which makes me miss Harold right now.
Yeah. Harold be able to see everything. He'd just be like, oh. And the best thing is that because of where he's from, he'd be like, oh, yeah, And I know who that is too.
But wasn't Harold wanting to always go after the Vikings?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, he
He'd be a
was.
fan.
Indeed, indeed. All right.
I'm
So yeah,
assuming that
you
we're
do find
talking with the
Captain
captain.
Biddy. She's talking to some of the other crew who have informed her that something's going on out there, but they can't tell what it is. She kind of glances over as you walk up, Rada.
So I'm
You're
sure-
still holding it, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, she's walking along, just holding him. Probably so he can't get his trebuchet out on his own.
Well, also he's the one that saw it, so he's the best person to speak up about it.
I mean, if they're Vikings, a fiery death is the way to go.
Can I help you two?
Yes, I'm sure that your men have already informed you that they may have seen something, but this one has actually managed to notice what it is.
Oh, have you? Just she kind of narrows her eyes because leprechaun. Oh. Hey, Chief. This is all on you.
Okay. So, there's a ship out there. And it has no lights on. And it has a dragon head. And we've seen it before in the North Sea, so it's Viking, most likely. They're probably going to try and raid us, loot us, take our valuables. And my plan is to pull out my trebuchet and just, launch fireballs at them. But so far, seeing as I'm still being held, I think that's a plan that's a plan B.
I need you to give me a charisma check to see if she believes you.
Oh, that's a good roll. Okay. Now let's go figure out my charisma.
I'm standing with, I've come with Rana and to the captain, by the way. That's where I'm at.
It's a 15.
She looks really, really skeptical, but she's like, I'm not willing to risk my crew, so let's see if we can change course and get away from them.
Okay, if we want to get away from them, then we should probably douse our lights so they can't see us.
Yes. Where
we launch a fireball at them.
with the bright green sword, no, to put it away.
Will do.
Oh, it's not green. It's just very, very bright.
Sorry, I
I
don't know
wish
why
it was green.
We wanted to be green, but we weren't able to make it green.
I was
The
just
bright
slightly
blue.
extra bright. It's powered by a green gem now.
All right, you heard them. Go put the lights out. And she orders her crew off to go put all the other lights out, and then she's gonna start moving the ship. Okay.
Does it get easier to see the ship when all the lights go out?
Roll a perception to find out.
Is there moonlight?
No.
There's no sun.
Funny.
So there would be a moon.
As soon as Captain Biddy asked for the person with the bright sword to be notified, I walk over to where Airden and Chris, and I say, "Will do." I go over to Airden and Chris to let him know. It's like, hey, we have Vikings. Captain Biddy requests that you keep your sword sheathed.
Oh,
The bright sword sheathed. Put out from the
this
lights
is
so that
gonna
we can
be
try
this is
and
gonna
run.
be fun.
I'll try and help.
Airden, I'm effectively blind now.
Like
I'm
I
not
said, I'll try and
totally
help.
blind. Yeah, I'm not totally blind.
Like,
It's just
Brina's just
not
gonna
as
hold
easy.
on to his sleeve.
It's
So
like
I'm now gonna just guide you. I'll
like
just help.
someone with really bad vision who doesn't have their glasses. You're like Velma. I can see shape.
I can't see a thing without my glasses.
Yeah, because
Everyone wear bright, colorful things for uniforms so I can tell the difference between you all.
I'm just gonna hold on to like I'm holding on to your sleeve, Aridin, so that I can help guide you because I know how blind you are. It's like I got you.
Thanks.
I rolled a 20 for my perception, by the way.
Yes, you can see the ship now.
That my eyes can adjust to the dark since we don't have light on board.
You've never seen a ship that looks like this. It's kind of cool looking. I mean, it's just like Tooth said. The front is curved up like a dragon's head that's kind of like coming out of the water. It's a very long boat. It doesn't seem to have multiple sails. There's just like one in the center. And currently the sails have been folded because they'd be very easy to spot with any latent light that might be out there because they're white. Um,
Captain, who are your two best fighters? Hopefully we won't need to. Hopefully this won't come to blows, but just in case, I have an ability that will make it easier to see in the dark, or at least extend how far they will be able to see in the dark.
Gotcha. Look, cargo ship. I don't really have fighters. I mean, they're all trained to do a little bit of security, but not.
The guy who tried to throw Rada and
Yeah, I mean, the guy who tried to.
the boat.
Yeah, Bob's probably gonna be their best fighter.
Yeah,
He takes the job seriously.
Bob.
Odin, get up here.
Brina leads Aridin over to Rada because she can hear it.
I can hear Revelings. Keep talking.
I think that means we've all wandered to the same place, so Adea will also have come. So, if I understand correctly, that ship, we don't want to come close.
Correct.
Correct.
Well, I have a great plan if we fail to stay far away from it.
Chris finally notices. He gets up and he goes, "Oh, that's a Viking ship. That's not good."
Chris, how well can you see in the dark?
Oh, I can see great in the dark.
He's a demigod, is that a question?
Better not to make assumptions in this case. And Rada will use her Eyes of Night to give Erden, the captain, the first mate, or whoever Bob was, and
Yeah,
and Tooth, 300 feet dark vision.
The Tooth need it?
so yeah, I mean he's got only 60 feet.
Okay.
So Chris is just like, so Erden, you're from that like whole Scandinavian thing, right?
Just about.
How are you with your runes?
It's been a while.
Well, I'm gonna draw something for you because there's definitely a symbol carved into that boat.
I don't comprehend languages if that helps.
Put
I'm
my
going to be
roll.
very disappointed if their magic runes are fire protection.
He draws that. And then hands it over to you. Like, so that's what's carved into the ship. Does that mean anything to you?
Well, as the player, I didn't think about this. Can I retroactively have at least something for it?
This is basically your language, your written
Okay.
language.
And by the way, now that I know that Aridin can see, Like Brino, like let go of his sleeves. Like, you good? You product got you taken care of.
Yes, she has. Thank you, though.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
And you
that's
realize,
this is
I was gonna say, but as you're looking at it, you realize these aren't runes. Like, this isn't language it's written down. This is like a symbol. This is somebody's insignia. So what I need from you is a history check to see if you recognize the symbol.
13.
That's all I need. I just needed you to beat a 10.
Oh, thank goodness.
Gordon,
Exactly.
this is the symbol of Bjorn Ironside, a notorious pirate
Ha! In your
who
faces!
who is supposedly a prince of some sort. And he has a considerable fleet. It's not just one ship.
So yeah, Ern like gets a piece of paper. He kind of like is like, oh, okay, getting in focus now. I mean, these are runes, but it's more like a signature name. Yeah, it's like some guy named Ironside. No,
So
Bjorn Ironside.
like one of us finding something and going, "Oh, that's Blackbeard."
Oh,
Please.
wait, how many ships did you say you saw?
One.
Where's the others?
It's just looks out of the water. What do you mean, others?
Well, this guy is like a notorious pirate. Like, he doesn't come in one ship. He comes in like over 5. Like, if he wants something, he's gonna take it.
You mean he has a fleet?
As
Yeah.
you said, you hear this distinct, like a whistle, and then there's like the crunch, and the ship rocks. I need you guys to
Hooray!
do dexterity checks.
We're doing
What
check again?
checks?
Dexterity checks. To see
Oh
if you
no!
no. Was that not a good roll?
I got a 15.
Okay.
A 5.
I got a 12. I rolled a 7.
13.
I'm so
Oh
sorry.
no! What did you roll, Erden?
4.
So
And I get no modifiers because it's not a save.
yeah, it should be a save.
Oh, then it's a total 9.
Oh.
And everyone
Save.
around me gets +5.
If it's a
So that's
saving
10.
throw,
20.
if it's a saving throw, 15.
Saving throw.
It makes it a 20. Yay.
Oh wait,
Your DS fine.
wait a minute. What was the modifier, Erden?
5.
5.
Oh, 20. I'm fine.
Can I tell where that came from?
Came from the other side of the ship.
Can I
So-
see where it came from?
You fall over.
Wait a second. Is Rada still holding on to me?
No, she would
Yes.
put him down.
Yeah, so what happened is she falls over. She kind of lets go of you. You start sliding towards the edges of the ship, but you're able to catch yourself, Tooth. And you're just like, okay. So 3 of you are on the ground. Oh, so's Chris.
3 of us are prone, or 4 of us are prone.
4 are prone. 2 of you are just fine.
I was
Or
gonna
just
say,
looks
'cause,
up
like,
from the ground. That's some convenient timing.
To be fair, the 2 of you who are from an island are fine.
Trebuchet?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I see where it came from?
So technically, Tooth would have been fine as the other islander, but he was being held by somebody who was struggling a bit. So. Anyway, yes, it came from the other side of the ship. I need initiative.
Not a
Oh.
threat.
I want to know how far away the boat is.
Earn, get that advantage. I now rolled a natural 20.
Oh, I
No,
get
Nate,
advantage now?
you-
Okay.
I get a +5, so it's a 15.
21.
You're supposed to roll high. You've got a high dex.
I know, but it's initiative. The one time I don't mind rolling low.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you anyway, guys.
Yeah,
Hang on,
that
I
does
gotta
make
find
it
my.
21 for Rada.
There it is. Okay, so. What did Erden get?
With that advantage, an 11.
Brina?
21. Wait,
Tooth?
I got
does that
15.
advantage that Erden gives us apply to this too?
No, it's
Nope.
just saves.
Good.
What did you say, Tooth?
I said 15.
Earth turn. Rada,
21.
you said 21.
It was a natural 20, and I have a +1 to initiative.
Nice. Idea.
18.
Nice.
You guys are
Good job.
making my 18 feel average.
You're welcome.
Myself. Nice.
Oh, I'm so excited. I've got the best plan for boat warfare.
This is the
You got the
opposite of
best
bring
plan.
wood, isn't it?
I can bring all the wood they want.
So,
That's what we call fuel for the fire.
One ship doesn't burn.
hold on. Sorry, I gotta clean one of these off. Where it is? And then I gotta do 1, 4. Pirates.
It's gonna be great.
How excited you are.
How long are these ships?
How long?
Yes,
The one that we're on or the Viking boats?
the Viking boats.
Well, they're presumably long ships.
Yeah.
Yeah. Viking ships were normally long ships.
They
They
are
were-
between 50 feet is typical.
Okay.
Hey, Rada can run to one end to the other.
Okay,
In a single movement.
and your. Where is your initiative? Oh, right there. Oh, wow. Hella initiative. Well. Okay. Well, that works, I guess. Okay. So, Brina and Rada got the same. Who has the higher dex?
That would be green, huh?
The higher dex
Modifier?
modifier
Uh-huh.
for just ability modifier or saving throw?
Ability modifier.
I have a +3.
Rada has a +1.
Oh yeah, because he said that.
Yep. All right, so yes, Brina goes first, and then. Yeah, I'm gonna do it that way. All right, so pirates get to go first.
That's
Oh,
unfortunate.
We rolled all those high initiatives and they rolled higher.
They rolled an 18 and they have a +6.
I'm disappointed right now.
Oh, well.
Unless they were too far away.
So they're on the other side of the ship from you right now, so you can't really see what's going on. But know that what they're trying did not work. So, Rena.
Is
It is your turn.
Rada, you were knocked prone, right?
Yep.
Okay. Dang it, that takes away my idea.
Eat chocolate. Come on.
I don't know. Where is it? Can I? What exactly can I see?
Not much at all.
Yeah, because we extinguished all of our lights. Great.
You know, this would probably be a perfect place to end a session. That's if you're doing a serialized TV show, just be like, so would it be the "we'll be right back" or would it be the "to be continued" meme?
We're at about commercial break, so we'll be right back.
If the to be continued meme would be for when everyone started going pro.
Yeah. Here's my.
Or it would have been at the spot where it's like, where are the other ships? What are you talking about?
It's like, what do you mean other ships? Well, originally I was going to ask Rada if I would be able to hang up on her back like normal, but Rada is prone. I'm just gonna call him a Valkyrie because I'm like, oh crap. These are Vikings. I don't know how many ships there are. I want backup. And that's probably pretty much going to be my action because I don't really know what else to do.
That's right.
This is why I don't like going first in combat, because if what I had imagined, if I have an idea, it's fine. If I have an idea and it doesn't actually work, I'm like, ah crap, I don't know how to scramble and fix it. So
Well, I could have asked to hold your turn till Rada could at least get back up. You guys have the same initiative roll.
Yeah. You're welcome to do that too. You're always welcome to hold more.
I want to do that, please. Thank you.
Alright. Rada is going to stand up and with the remaining 25 feet go to the end of the boat where the crash came from.
Okay. There's a big hole in the deck and it looks like they just chucked like a chunk of a rock into the ship. At this point, you're not seeing it taking on any water yet, but it's currently below top deck, so you don't know what's going on down there.
And can I see the other ship?
Give me perception.
14.
You can see the other ship. You see vague outlines of what are probably more behind it.
Alright. Well, that's where the other ships are.
Down them.
How far away?
How far away?
So the one that hit you guys was able to get pretty damn close. The fact that it was able to basically, it looks like they have one of the it's not exactly the same type of trebuchet that Tooth has, but it's something very similar to that. And it looks like they're getting ready to launch another one. So they're definitely close enough to launch things at you.
Alright.
The other ships are not nearly that close, though.
So, in distance-wise, feet, how far?
Mm-hmm. You're asking me to do numbers, and I don't do numbers. I don't know how far is too far. I have such a bad judge of that.
Well, basically, I need to know if it's within range for a certain spell.
Yeah.
I know. I just fucking hate math.
Or do I wait until everybody else?
It's just after Rotten. Check with Jen.
If it's just on a
Ben?
boat that's only 50 feet long,
I have a question for when you're done doing numbers.
at most 300 feet.
Please be less than that.
That's not what I want.
Actually, is that too far?
I was really worried that it was a modern cannon, and then like they can just shoot us from so far away. It looks silly.
Okay.
I have to say that the music I currently have going on is certainly fitting.
Oh. What? Those don't have to be very close at all to do that.
No.
Sorry, it says trebuchets can launch 1,150 feet.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's like a full-sized one. Obviously, it's got to be smaller to be on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you said it was like a trebuchet, there's another.
And there's the accuracy question as well.
Yeah, hold on.
Accuracy is easier closer up.
It is, yeah. Let me.
Yeah, the simple bit of tracking a moving target while you're moving.
Yeah.
And they suddenly.
When you
turn
said it
up
was
the
like a
lights.
it was like Tooth's trebuchet, would it be a catapult instead of trebuchet, perhaps?
Yes.
I was gonna say because with the trebuchet they have to use
I
a
just don't remember the word for it.
Yeah, because my thing is like, because trebuchets have to use a counterbalance, and to put that on a ship, that would be a lot of extra weight. Whereas a catapult, they use tension or torsion or gravity to launch objects, so they can easily like have like a crank or something to be able to crank the catapult back.
They still have a hell of a range.
Yeah, catapults. From what I'm seeing, catapults can launch objects 500 to 1,000 feet.
Yep.
Trebuchets can launch heavier projectiles over longer ranges with greater precision.
Yeah. Okay. So. Give me a second. I'm gonna try and decide how close they were willing to try and get before attacking.
Did they want to do boarding activities?
Yeah, because that would help determine how close they would be.
That's what I'm trying to decide.
And Jen,
Oh, and
quick
then
question. I wanted to ask, since I delayed my turn, am I going after Rada or am I going after everybody?
If you were waiting for Rada to do something, it happens when Rada's doing her thing. Otherwise, when you delay an action, it's to whenever you specify.
Okay. Because I had waited for Rada to get up because once
Mhm.
Rada had gotten up, what I would have probably done is reach up a hand and like, Rada, may I? And have her kind of like swing me up on her back, just like we normally do.
Okay.
Rada, would that be alright?
Yes.
Thank you.
they would also probably have to be close because we very quickly doused our lights. So then they would have to really hope that we stayed on our the same trajectory. So
Captain Biddy really didn't have a lot of time to be able to alter our course anyway.
No. We'll
So,
say
like,
it's
basically, you interpreted the insignia basically probably as soon as she got to the helm.
yeah. Probably like 150 feet. I don't know. I don't know. It's not close enough. It's even. I don't know.
Nope.
I can't see.
Almost.
I don't know how close you have to be to see a big old insignia on a ship.
reasonably close, actually.
Because I can't see without my glasses very far. Like basically from like here to the screen is all I got. I can't really read anything past that.
How long is a football field? Like 100 yards, right?
A football field is 100 yards.
That's
Yeah.
So 300 feet.
How well can you read an advertisement on the field? Like on the
Me?
far
Depends on the
end?
size of the font.
I mean,
Yeah,
if I'm wearing glasses, fine.
Because using that as a measuring stick, it would probably have to be at most 300 feet. So 150 should probably work.
Okay.
Well, that's out of range for the spell that I want to cast.
I mean, they're closing in, and these ships don't move. You know, they're not slow. Though, admittedly, they've got their sails down so that they can pull their catapults up and sneak up and everything. So they're moving by manpower.
Alright, so I am going to hold a spell for when it comes within 120 feet.
Okay.
Are we holding the same spell?
Guess we'll find out. Alright. Idea, you're next.
Yes. Can I locate where the ship that fired at us is? Is that fairly easy?
I mean, if you get up and follow Rada, yeah.
I mean, I didn't get knocked down.
We didn't get knocked down.
You didn't get knocked down. It was already got knocked down. Yeah.
All right.
Give me a perception to see how well you see it. Like, you definitely can tell which direction it came from. But they are still trying to be mostly hidden.
17.
Yeah, so you can see the one that's about 150 feet away. You can also see, like, 6 behind it. That are probably at, like, 300 feet away. More than likely, the one ship was meant to be a distraction. And then one was meant to sneak up and just blast us to bits.
So I definitely want to get as close to that ship as I can. I've got 35 feet of movement.
Yeah.
But that probably doesn't get me within 120 feet.
No, because, I mean, the ship you're on's not massive.
No.
But it'll take you all the way to the edge of the ship.
So, at that point, then, I'd like to hold until there's a ship within How does this spell work exactly? Somewhere between 100 and 120. I'm trying to figure out the exact number. We can move on while I pick the exact number, unless you think that's going really quickly.
What? Somewhere
I'd
in
like
between.
to wait to cast a spell until they're within 100 or 120 feet. Somewhere in there. I'm trying to figure out the exact number. I just
Okay.
need to figure out the specifics of how this spell works.
Sounds good. Tooth! You are in the bathroom. No, now's not the time to pee! It's your turn. I know. Pulling out the trebuchet. Okay. I don't know if you guys could hear that.
He's pulling out his trebuchet.
He said, "It's time."
To pull his trebuchet out.
What are you putting into the trebuchet to launch?
That's what I was wondering.
Just to like reach into your bank hole and aim
The amount of time streams that are just crossing right now.
Kind of want to put a cannonball into the trebuchet.
Do you have one?
I'm trying to remember if I've ever pulled one out of the bag before. I didn't think so.
I'm pretty sure you have coconuts, though.
I do have coconuts. Oh my gosh, you know what else I've got?
What?
Rum. I have an assortment of alcohol.
Where's the rum knock?
Where's the rum knock?
So you guys are gonna see his tooth. He pulls out coconuts. He pulls out his never-ending liquor and just kind of douses this in it. Alright. I need someone to make fire. Oh wait, I've got flint and steel. JK. Lights the coconut on fire and proceeds to launch a counterattack.
Alright, give me an attack roll.
And I believe the number I want is 100 feet.
Okay.
So,
Iron lightning
it's not the
coconuts
best
is
one, I'd
lightning.
say.
What did you say?
Actually, no. Okay, no. It's a 12.
It's a 12. Yeah, you managed to like overshoot it, and it goes over the nearest ship, and gets so close to the next one, but doesn't quite reach it.
Damn you. Can I attempt a second launch now?
Do you have multi-attack?
I don't think so.
No, he shouldn't. He's a rogue.
I don't think rogues
Yeah.
have multi-attack.
No, they get sneak attack.
They get sneak attack.
Yeah.
That's their damage.
Yep. And unfortunately, you might have actually hit if Ernan had been next to you.
Odin, get your ass over here.
Once it's my turn.
It is your turn.
Cool. Ern goes over to Tooth and says, "Well, mind if I try my hand at a couple of launches?"
Yes, I will help you light them. So,
He'll prepare the ammo, is what he's saying.
yeah, pretty much.
I will allow this to be a help action. You can roll an advantage.
Okay. Say 15.
Oh, so close.
No.
You like
You know,
almost
maybe the trouble in the woods, but this is probably the most prepared this ship has ever been for
I'm
pirates.
sorry, are we not playing Battleship?
maybe.
And Erin does have multi-attack.
Yes, I do.
On.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it will hit. So you'll manage to smack it square in the middle. I need you to roll your damage. And just because I think it's hilarious, because Tooth is helping you, and they're not entirely sure what's going on, I'm going to allow Tooth to add the sneak a die.
Yeah!
Okay.
Well, yeah, because it's a coconut. They've probably never seen a coconut in their life. They have no idea what this is. They just know it's a flaming projectile.
I'm sure it smells really good, though, when it's cooking.
Oh, I'm sure.
Excellent.
Actually, I have a very.
I
Is this
got
the
10.
the closest boat that they hit?
Essentially, he's making half of a pina colada.
I am.
Is this the closest boat that they hit? The one that attacked us?
The closest one, yep. What was the damage?
What damage? I feel like I should clarify this. What damage dice should I use for this?
Oh, for the... What do you mean, coconut? That is a good
Yeah.
question.
Like, I don't have this written down anywhere in my character sheet.
That is fair.
I'd wonder why you did if you did.
Now, Megan, did you roll your sneak attack twice? Because that was a crit.
Yeah. Oh, I get to roll them twice?
With a crit, yes.
Wait, what?
Ooh, okay.
She crit?
Erin
That
crit.
felt mine out 120
crit.
feet. It wasn't at 20.
Yeah, with critical hits, it's double the die. And that applies to sneak attack as well.
It went.
I'm gonna do it like this.
I'll have mine later because I want to keep my hands free for notes, but yes. There is 2, right?
Not that much.
You don't mind if I have one?
So what I'm gonna do is gonna be 4d10. I mean,
Okay.
coconuts are hard. I don't know if you've ever like held a coconut, and we're projecting it at quite high speeds,
And it's on fire.
and it's on fire. So we're gonna add.
Ooh,
We're gonna put
question.
2d6 of fire damage on top of it.
Question.
Because
If
there
I
is
may?
alcohol, so it's gonna keep burning unless they put it out.
That's what I wanted to know. I'm like, he soaked that thing in rum. Is that going to, I was wondering if that was going to cause extra problems.
Yes, because you can't just douse an alcohol fire. Because alcohol is a funny little thing.
Is the are the D10s already putting the critical in, or do I do 8d10?
Yeah, that's just the regular, so you'll have to put your critical in.
Boy.
So I got
Do I
a
do
21.
Both damage.
I got 21 total on the sneak die because I rolled 2 5s and then a 6 and a 5.
You could even say that we're doing boatloads of damage.
Yep.
Okay, so you said 21.
Yeah.
But
Oh my god.
that was very good fun.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The first
Are you rolling enough dice to be having fun yet, Odin?
My hand is literally full of just D10s right now.
Yes!
At least he has enough D10s.
I just got a couple more dice sets, and I haven't had to use my 100 rollers for this yet, so...
Just keep in mind how many coconuts you have, because you do have a limited number of coconuts.
We've just fired 3 of them.
Yeah, we fired 3 out of whatever many coconuts we have.
I hope you got a lot of coconuts, too.
Why do I have a feeling Tooth, like, I have this image in my head of Tooth reaching into his bag, lunch! And me another coconuts! And like this tiny mouse, like,
It's definitely lying.
yeah, like, that's exactly what Brain is doing right now. It's like, Lunch is handing out coconuts to Tooth, and he's blathering them in rum, lighting them on fire, and putting them in the trebuchet for air to the lunch.
So if I did this all correctly, that's 48, I guess, bludgeoning damage and 16 fire damage.
Woo!
And the sneak attack damage.
How do you want to sink the boat?
Yes!
It's just a wooden boat. It only has 50 hit points. And Tooth did 21 already.
That boat is not getting within 100 feet.
Bludgeoning damage, and how much fire damage?
16.
The boat.
So, is there an anchor on these boats at all?
Yes.
Okay, so I imagined it's the coconut flying through the sky, slamming into somehow 6 different heads at the same time, smacking into the guy who's smacking into the person controlling the direction.
Oh, the
Whatever
helmsman?
that's called. Yeah, the helmsman. Helmsman flying all the way over, setting everything on fire while it goes. It was just spraying outwards at this point, slowly cooking the coconut, and then just as it hits the holder for the anchor, as it sinks into the sea, dragging the ship with it, because nobody's controlling anymore, it explodes, throwing fire, burning liquid everywhere.
You sunk my patrol boat.
And then the catapult, the tension arm, breaks so much that it actually slams the loaded rock into the ship itself.
Are we pulling an avatar? The crew of your ship just kind of stops and they all look at you. So it's just like, what?
Nucky.
That's a lot of people in the water now.
Wait a minute. There was a shark in that water spout. They're in shark-infested waters.
Yeah, but the sharks will only go after them if they're bleeding.
They were on fire. I'm pretty sure they have some severe burn damage.
I'm sure there's
But
plenty
Yeah,
of,
but that's burn damage, not
Oh,
blood.
Yeah, but the coconut hit a bunch of people in the head. There's probably some cuts as they goes.
Smells like Danish barbecue, guys.
Now that's what I call Mongolian barbecue.
Thank you, Ushu.
Idea. Ern will turn to Tooth and ask, "Hey, mind if I have some of that rum there? I feel like we should drink to that."
Yeah, sure.
I feel like there's a couple other ships that we need to keep it to light other things for. Brina's just gonna yell across the deck.
Nah, it's fine. All right, let's do that again.
You need to do one thing for me. Again, this is gonna be.
But who?
I'm gonna have both Tooth and Erden. I want you to both roll me an intimidation check.
Please roll this be an intimidation sequence for weakness. Oh, what was that?
It's an 11. I'm not very intimidating.
I'm little. I'm not intimidating.
But I have an idea for my next intimidation. Well, for my next launch.
What'd you get,
Total
Arden?
of 19.
19? Oh, okay. Okay.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
So it's Chris's turn. Chris is just looking at you guys. He's like, I don't even know how to follow that up, guys.
I thought you were a demigod.
Doesn't mean that I can just, do spontaneous stuff.
Just
I'm-
did things that were incredibly impressive, even with the levels of technology his civilization has.
Right? I will just,
How do we keep the holes from getting bigger?
Bring more wood.
yes, how do we keep the holes from getting bigger? Oh, smart. Ah. See, Chris is not wise, but he is smart. he needs people to. He might have a dash of the ADHD and just, needs somebody to focus him. Yeah, he is gonna go and see what he can do to help repair the damage to the boat. Since that is not particularly important for you guys, I'm just gonna move on. The crew is a little stunned. But I'm gonna see if the captain can. Can I roll like not a 6? I swear to God, all of my dice. It's like 6, 6, 6. I need you to not roll a 6. There are other numbers on these dice. In fact, there are 19 other numbers on these dice.
You
I
have an
remember when I
infection
had
in your
dice like that.
dice.
I bought me dice.
Okay. Great. 8. Alright, she's not moving very fast. Not as fast as I would like. Okay, back to the pirates.
They're gonna move closer to us. Maybe.
Great.
Or it might have intimidated them.
Those of you who
Wait, what is Captain Kitty doing?
Many of the ships in the back saw what happened, and they are starting to turn around. Because I combined your intimidation, so your total intimidation is a 40. There's no way they can beat that.
Oh.
They're like, sorry, boss. That ship literally exploded. That's never happened before. I don't think so. So many of them are turning around.
Does that leave us one ship to deal with?
Yes, on the other side of the ship. They're not quite They are attempting to use their catapult. They're like just out of range for it to be accurate enough, so you hear a splash. They didn't hit you. But they're trying. They're trying their hardest.
So they're still a good ways away then.
Yeah. I mean, keep in mind how long it took you guys to spot, how long it took Rada to spot. She was getting high rolls. Okay. Brina, we're back to you.
Brina's like staring out at the water. We're like, okay, with alcohol fire, you guys might know this a little bit better than I do. Would that like kind of linger a little bit on the water?
Yes, because the alcohol has to burn away before it goes out.
Alcohol is,
Sorry, go ahead.
alcohol is not, I forgot the word I wanted. It's hydrophobic.
Okay.
So
I-
it doesn't with water.
So Brina's just kind of like watching the like flames lick across the surface of the water. He's like, okay then. Can I see that the other ships are turning around?
Yes. I mean, the sky has been lit up. There's lots of fire to light things up. You can see them just like, oh.
Nope. We got crazies on that boat. Nope. Robin, why don't you say we turn to the other side of the ship and see if we can handle that one, or maybe just turn Erden and Tooth around.
They're dangerous.
We knew they were dangerous with alcohol, just not this way.
Yeah,
Rena,
that was.
I want to say because of the way you said that, you could probably give them bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, yeah, you guys just, you keep doing what you're doing. Just aim at the other boat. Like, bardic inspiration all the way. Go.
Like, you got this.
I'm glad that we warned the captain, but yeah, Two's plan for once, go for it. Do not let this go to your head.
Too late.
Hey, Brina, do you think this is story worthy?
I'm not going to be talking to any of you after this because I'm going to be writing it down. Of course, it's story worthy.
Also say this. Tooth is kind of halfway in his bag right now because he's trying to pull something out. It
I just
might
have
be
this image of like
about the same size as him.
I just have an image of like waist to feet stuck out of the bag with his feet like wiggling.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing that it's like, okay, it's time to turn everyone around, and like Erden just like picks Tooth up in his bag in one arm and just like turns the trebuchet and starts rolling into the other end of the. Yeah. Rada. Take it, you're moving to the other side of the boat.
Alright, so going to the other side of the ship, is it within 120 feet?
No, this one's like 250.
Alright.
Yeah.
Going to the boyos, giving them the health action.
Okay.
Get the 8 I can do.
I know, the unfortunate thing with ship comment.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Dea.
How far away is the busted part of the ship, and how far away do I need to go to get closer to the ship that is not running away from us? 2 questions.
I mean, it's probably only like 20 feet across the ship.
Okay.
It's not a very big boat.
Adea will yell to Rada, Rada, is that boat close enough?
No, it's further.
Tell me when it is. And Adea will go cast Mending to see if she can't put some of the boat back together.
I believe mending is a minute-long casting time.
Is it?
I think
That
so.
will not be very helpful. We can't be casting it for a whole minute. Let me double check that. You're right, it is a whole minute. Okay.
It's funny because
And we will cast guidance on
Erden.
no, not Erden. Although that would be really funny. We'll cast guidance on Chris so he can figure out how to put the boat together, and I will go get myself over to prepare to annihilate the next boat. I've got a great plan for the next boat.
Yeah,
If I don't get beat to it by the cannoneers.
I would have used guidance, except it doesn't apply to attack rolls.
Yep. All right, Tooth. What
Alright.
are you doing?
Tooth pulls out a watermelon. He was looking for a pumpkin. He pulls out this watermelon. Alright, this will do. I need to carve a face into this and then set this on fire.
Hang on, I just have to.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
I don't think this is gonna work as well.
No, I don't think so either. At the same time, he has a lot of help.
Interesting. I did not know that.
What?
Watermelons are native to Africa, so
Oh, yes, I looked that up. So Tooth doesn't actually know what this is, but he's just gonna go, I think this will work.
it's big, it's round, it's kind of heavy.
It's a
heavy.
gourd, right?
Okay.
I think you would know what this is.
He's going to attempt, because he celebrates I don't remember how, but Halloween before it's called Halloween, and they carved scary pumpkin faces to keep.
Yeah, Solon.
Yeah, away. So he wants to do this to the watermelon.
He wants to carve the watermelon?
Yes, he wants to carve a scary face into the watermelon, set it on fire, and then launch it at the ship. I realize that this will probably take mine and Erden's turn because I have to carve it, and then Erden can set it on fire and launch it.
Okay, I need a dexterity check. I mean, I guess it's not going to have to be terribly high because it doesn't need to be perfect.
I got 23. It's a good face, guys. It's a good face.
It's a good scary face.
Because the other ship's, too far away. So well, alright. That's two.
Yeah.
Ern will just, just try and prepare the trebuchet for firing its next shot.
Yeah, because I don't think the trebuchet can fire far enough to hit the other ship.
I don't want to test that. I want to try and make sure that we actually hit this, make it worthwhile. Wait a minute. How is that supposed to hold all the alcohol we're going to be setting on fire if it has a face in it?
Well, it's not hollow on the inside, as you can see as I cut this out, and proceeds to put it in his mouth because clearly it's food.
It's
got
delicious.
an interesting flavor. Very sweet.
Alright.
Full of water.
They're kind of watery too. Which will be excellent because that means they won't be able to put out so easily.
Just to remind you guys that the help action provides advantage, which would cancel out disadvantage from long range.
Huzzah!
So it'd be a straight roll.
I'll do it if.
I mean, we can launch a coconut first before we launch.
And you also have Bardic Inspiration, which is a D8.
It's your choice,
And
man. It's your turn.
Still helping, so you basically had two advantages given to you, and one of them canceled out a disadvantage, so you still have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That's a total of 16.
16. It's not gonna reach. So close, though. It's so close.
Wait, and that's with the help and the Bardic Inspiration?
Oh yeah, it's everything.
Okay.
I
And
just
we did
rolled
this
really
with
badly this time.
Okay, and we did this one with the coconut, not the watermelon.
Was that your last coconut?
No, I pretty sure I gathered 20 coconuts, and if I've used,
So that would be
I had a
4.
problem.
Okay.
That would be the fourth coconut if you used a coconut instead of watermelon.
Yeah.
Stop blowing holes in my ship.
Honestly, that's what I was thinking Captain Biddy would probably say, because the hole in her ship? Waiting for somebody to say it.
Right. Okay.
We haven't launched the watermelon yet.
No, we launched a coconut because we weren't sure if it would go, and Airden wanted to make sure that the scary-faced watermelon got there. So, we fired a coconut, didn't make it because the ship is still too broken.
Mm-hmm.
So, Captain Biddy is gonna call down to you guys. Do you want me to keep trying to get away, or do you want me to get closer?
Closer!
Believe that. We should be fleeing. If they catch up to us, we'll be prepared to hit them anyways.
Yes.
Belay that.
Rena, do you want to try this? It tastes very sweet.
We are trying to get away. If they come closer, then we can hit them.
She is trying to keep going away. God damn it, roll another 6. Sit quarter.
Dice jail.
The day is pleased.
So
Dude,
I'm
I'll
sick.
try it later.
Okay. pirate. Use me
The ones that are left.
Okay. Get 7 feet closer.
7 feet.
Okay. This is not
They're about 150.
ridiculous.
Wait, no.
They were 250. No, they're 243.
Sorry,
I'm very
I tried
disappointed.
today and it didn't. I cannot roll high to save my life today, guys. Which is good for you.
In some instances, yes.
That's not what I wanted to do.
I have such a perfect plan, but they have to be close enough.
Do you want me to hold off for you, Adea?
Oh, well, stay strategically sound.
Hmm. 20, that will hit. Why do I keep grabbing those? That's not what I want.
Is Captain Biddy actually able to steer the ship away? Because you were yelling at your dice, so I couldn't quite tell what you were saying that she was doing.
You're moving, you're just moving very slow. Like, you've only gone like 6 feet.
Makes sense.
So they managed to hit the ship again. And they have decided to take a leaf out of your book, and they have sent something on fire. And the fire smells pretty rank.
Great.
I would say quite easily. Idea, Rada, you know exactly what they put on this. Where they got it, you don't know, but you want to have some words with those people because they should not be selling to Vikings. Because it's definitely Greek fire.
Rada, can you get me closer to that ship?
We can launch you from Trebuchet.
We want to make sure we get her back, Tooth.
We attach rope to her and then pull her back.
Do you have that?
I should.
We could walk through the ship. I have water.
That sounds like.
Excellent. You know what we can do? We can make Rada look like the headless horseman and give her the flaming whatever this is. And she
Would
can just walk across the
prestidigitation
water.
work on the Greek fire?
Would what?
Would prestidigitation work on Greek fire? Or would it be too big?
Well,
No,
I mean, I have a feeling that the answer is no. I'm just checking.
I don't think so. Just because of like the structure of Greek fire and then like the spell level of prestidigitation.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Alright, so, Brina.
Okay,
We are now on fire.
we are now on fire.
We've got a hole, we're on fire. We got 2 holes and we're on fire.
We've got to bring this decisively to an end because 7 feet at a time gives them a lot more time to shoot at us. We're clearly not getting away.
I don't know, if I roll another 6 you could.
Does our boat count as a creature?
No.
Dang.
I would count it as a construct.
Yeah, I got nothing with them so far away, and I'm not really sure what else to do to attack because those two goofballs are probably our best bet. I'm gonna Brina swings her leg over and slides off Rada's back. I'm gonna go help Chris and see if I can help at least repair that hole. I don't know what to do about the weird smelling fire. So I'm just gonna run over to where Chris is to try and see if I can use any of my carpentry skills that I've gotten over the years from my homeland.
Perfect. Go ahead and make a carpentry check.
Yeah, I'm sitting here that is a 6. I'm not used to building boats, but I was trying.
These are really big planks, so
Right there.
you might not physically be able to do anything, but you could definitely direct people. And Chris is not a carpenter, so he's just like, yeah, you just tell me how to put this back together and I'll do it.
I can do that. Because that fire smells freaky and I don't know how to fix it, so I'm gonna help you because that's what I can do right now.
You're
Just
gonna
might know what to do about that better than anyone else.
just look over, take a sniff, and go, oh, that's Greek fire. That's bad.
How bad? How bad is bad? I mean, it's fire on a wooden boat, so obviously it's bad, but how bad is bad, Chris?
We need sand or vinegar to put it out.
Yeah, that fire's kind of designed not to go out.
Sand or vinegar. Dude, what do you got in the bag?
I got lots of stuff in the bag.
Do you have sand or vinegar?
Yes. And yes.
Excellent! Get it out because we need somebody to work on that fire.
I pulled them
Portal to
out.
the
They're right
Sahara
here.
opens up.
Hold the bag over the fire. The Sahara.
This is my jar of dirt. Why it's
That's
in
you,
the
Runner.
jar? It's just in the jar.
Has it been a skill check for the captain to sail us away?
Yes.
I'm going to go up to the captain and give her guidance.
Cool.
That's a D4.
I was gonna say it's a D4, right? Okay. Anything else?
Water walking.
No, we're not water walking because that's... Well, actually, I theoretically could. But I don't...
You might as well fly.
Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But, no. Two thought a day. I put out the Greek fire.
We will
Alright.
light our pursuers on fire as soon as they get close enough, or I can get close enough.
Your turn, Idea.
We both still know we're close enough, right?
Nope.
So after making this very clear to the captain and Rada, seeing how we have already managed to pull some sand out, a day will take to putting the Greek fire out before our boat sinks.
Right. Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll or anything for that, because, I mean, literally you're just dumping sand on the fire. So. Tooth.
It's me?
It's you.
Alright. You finished the watermelon? Should I launch another coconut? Like, this is asking towards the root.
We can. I have no idea if we'll hit them though.
Fair point. Fair.
Honestly, if you had something that, I don't know, would... We seem to be getting close. So if you had something that could explode once it touches water? I don't know.
Yep.
Does something like that even exist?
I'm a little early.
Yeah.
Basically, what you're thinking of is like a depth charge for submarines, is what I'm thinking.
No, I was thinking about francium.
Oh, I was thinking straight up sodium.
Well, same category in the periodic table, just one is more unstable than the other. Calcium? No, wait, no, that's too far.
Calcium doesn't explode in water. It floats in water and makes ions. It's quite happy in water. That's why limestone exists.
And rubidium, why not?
I don't seem to have anything. Well, I thought about it, and I tried to pull something out, and I didn't pull anything out, so... Let's try thinking something out.
I don't know, can you pull someone out who's really good at aiming these things? Who's really good at also naval warfare and firing trebuchets?
Why do I feel like Lord Horatio Nelson from Britain just comes popping out of the bag and steps on the back? He's like, I don't know what's going on.
It was a little bit harder to pull out.
Get me within 100 feet of our pursuer, and there will be no more pursuer.
Well, you guys would say that. I said you can say that's what I was going for. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know if there's anything.
We can't make our ammo larger because then it would fall sooner. Don't know how to
yes.
make our aim better.
Okay.
Battle time physics.
Alright. I pull a very small jar out. What color is it?
White.
What? It is white? Okay.
That's white powder.
I've got this here. Let's just say I had an uncle that lost his eyebrows because of this.
Probably lost more than his eyebrows to that.
Shh, we don't talk about what else he lost. Just mostly the eyebrows.
I'm missing.
Okay.
He lived in. Let's just say he lived in hiding for a while.
Why does this sound like a Seamus Finnegan quote? If you haven't noticed, my eyebrows have completely grown back. Then he has like a huge bald spot on the back of his head.
Yeah. You gotta
Feel
open
very
this
nervous.
very carefully.
You can't put it in the watermelon.
I know. That's okay.
Well, you could put it in the watermelon in the jar, because once you launch it, the jar could break.
That's true.
But I have a feeling that I can just see Tooth like wedging this jar into the mouth that he's carved on this watermelon, just like wedges it in the front of the mouth.
Would I still be able to let the watermelon on fire?
You couldn't really light the watermelon on fire to begin with. It's a water Melon.
Even
Well,
if I
she was gonna
soaked it in
finish
a
it raw.
fire or in the run.
Doused in alcohol?
Yeah.
I mean, you can. It's not gonna make it any more effective.
It was more
Then
for
what you've already put
intimidation
in
than
there?
anything else with the scary face.
Okay.
So I'll wedge the jar into the mouth. I'll pour the rum onto the watermelon.
Okay.
Alright. Be ready for lunch. Alright. We set it on fire.
Okay. You've got a fiery watermelon with a jar of white powder in its mouth.
Yep.
Probably making a face like this.
Yeah. Oh, I got a dirty 20.
And I'm there, so you get the help action.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That mean I roll with
okay.
advantage? Or I get +5 to it?
It would be advantage.
Advantage.
I know they already used a bardic inspiration, but can I just like give it to them again?
Yeah, it's the highest one is still the dirty 20.
I mean, yeah, because you just you were just giving directions. You weren't like using anything. So if you wanted to give it to them before you went over there,
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys got your next shot. I know that one missed, but you guys got your next shot. So you have bardic inspiration on this shot.
Okay.
D8.
Okay, I'm gonna. I don't know how the bardic inspiration works.
you just add it to your attack roll.
Yeah, you just add the D8 to the attack roll.
Oh, D8. Okay.
Tooth, as you launch this, I would just like to say, this does seem vaguely terrifying. Not only the flaming face, but whatever this powder is as well.
24.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Okay, Tooth,
Yes.
I need you to pull out 10d10.
Alright, give me a second. Hold on.
You put potassium powder in that watermelon.
Oh! Oh!
Wait.
There's probably gonna be repercussions on your shit because of this.
Oh.
I thought so.
Oh.
Wait, what powder was this?
Potassium.
Put that.
I got this, but now you know what I said. I think your grandfather lost more than his eyebrows. Probably lost the whole neighborhood.
You can't put a gram of that into the into a bathtub
No.
without also blowing up the bathtub.
We did not die to pirate.
I don't want to die to potassium powder in a flaming watermelon either!
Actually, with her just kind of just looking at it when it was just about to be fired, can you just like crouch down behind behind the trebuchet a little bit? Like, is this gonna go as badly as I think it will?
To be fair, I wanted to just cleanly burn the whole boat at the same time.
You know those like pictures?
Without rolling
you
a solo.
know, the atomic bombs.
Okay. So it's a lovely
Like-
65.
What have I done?
Talking about fire damage, that would also occur.
We haven't even added fire damage.
I haven't added the fire damage.
Basically 10d6.
I've got 10 of those. Hold on, let me go grab them.
Pretty good fun.
Oh no,
I'm
we're
now
not
wishing
rolling
that I
for
had
how destroyed
From
the
energy
boat is. We're
before
destroying
this, but I had no clue what was coming.
None of us did.
We're rolling for the ecosystem at this point.
What'd you say? I missed it?
We're
We're
rolling for
rolling
the ecosystem at this point. Like, how many
Yeah.
fish, how much fish fillet will be raining down? Will Adea truly get the greatest inspiration of what create and destroy water can truly do? And how much she wishes she could employ?
I love this. Danger. Never intentionally mix these metals with water as the reaction can be explosive and dangerous.
The first thing we do, stick it in a watermelon and shoot it out of a trebuchet.
We can't violate the Geneva Conventions if they haven't happened yet.
$32?
Wow.
32 plus, what was the first one?
65? That's 98.
Ooh.
I'm so disappointed right now.
Okay. So, you launch this. At first, you're just kind of like, did anything happen? And then you hear this concussive explosion. Erden, for the briefest moment, you can see. It's just.
I have perfect dark vision and perfect light vision. I see everything for a split second.
Split second. Because of how loud and how big this explosion is, because of how much potassium was in this freaking container, you are all temporarily deafened. And I need 4 dexterity saves as a huge wave rolls up to hit the ship.
That's
Tooth
funny.
gets knocked over.
What?
Tooth gets knocked over.
Thought it's knocked over.
The tooth's still on the boat.
Well, I mean, I got a 10, but I'm assuming I still fall over.
That's a 9.
Yeah, Tooth gets +5 and staying
Oh,
next
that's
to
right.
Erden.
I get +5 for that tooth. That's 15.
Oh, yeah, she's fine. Well, you're right there, but it only makes it a 9. So
Doesn't say.
you just don't
It has
fall
a
over.
9. What was that?
Yeah, so if you're under a 10, you're gonna fall over.
Okay.
23, so I'm perfectly fine.
Right. Another confess, of course.
Your save beat mine, and I got a nat 20. I've only got a +1 to my dex save.
So the ship gets like shoved forward in the direction she was intending to go, like maybe 200 feet, because that wave just whooshed.
I gotta get more of that stuff.
Rita's like coughing up water from the deck and like, dude, you're not allowed to touch that stuff. What the heck just happened?
But
Chris is gonna jump from the hole. Hold on. Oh yeah, he
Wait.
definitely fell over. He comes out of the hole and he's got like splinters sticking out of his hair. He's just like, what in the God's name was that?
Dude, put a jar of some white stuff in the watermelon's mouth and fired it.
White stuff. Please elaborate.
don't know what it was.
It's a wet
Do any of
powdery
us
stuff
Does
that
Timzo?
explodes when it comes into contact with water and air.
Did you just launch a bottle of potassium powder at a
Ah,
pirate ship?
yeah, maybe. Most likely.
That is both very clever and very stupid. Don't do that again.
I make no such promises.
The one time I roll a 16. He's just like, what have you done?
Yeah,
My best.
Ern's, honestly, Ern's
What have you
still
done?
shocked by what
He
happens. He's kind of
single-handedly took out an entire fleet of ships from the most notorious Viking that we can think of.
He obliterated 2 ships. The other one ran.
Erden obliterated one, Tooth obliterated the other.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Ern's kind of just kind of like standing there, like his hair probably like pushed back a little, his eyes still wide, like, wow,
Can I use your low?
low. And Earl just like hold out his hand towards Tooth to high five.
It's daytime. So
Now
now
we
you
can
can see
see exactly how much damage we've done.
there is splintered wood everywhere. You can still see flames. It looks like you're 100 feet away now, but it doesn't look like the spot where Tooth had, like, launched the, potassium is still kind of frothing. And the other ships are definitely hauling ass. They're like, I don't know what's happening, but they took out
I
our
don't know
French.
what's wrong with that. Actually, I don't want any part of it.
Actually, now I'm kind of just imagining like whatever god is in charge of daytime, literally bringing the daylight, actually came sooner than they expected because they heard that explosion. It's like, what the hell just happened?
It's, and
In
then
fact, it was much more flashy than what I was going to do.
you hear weekly from the crow's nest. Land ho. And that's where we're gonna end.
So, excellent. Megan, let's go to bed now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I like to invoke terror upon my victims.
Look, you made it to land without sinking a boat. Your boat.
I know.
For once.
I mean, it's damaged. There's still holes in it.
Anyway,
If this is the standard for not sinking a boat, we should probably enlist in the Navy.
In the Navy.
It might be sitting a bit lower than it was when you first got on it, but it's still floating.
Actually, no, this is the second boat we've been on that hasn't sunk. Yeah,
But this is the only boat that we've seen action. Oh wait, no. This is the second boat that we've seen combat action on that has not sunk, though, because the combat with Triton we didn't sink, but the boat was severely damaged.
We still haven't managed to get off of a boat without damaging it.
No, we have had one boat ride in this entire campaign that we have not had any.
Work on it.
There was one boat ride that we didn't have any issues, and I think it was from Gaul to England or something like that.
Actually,
There was one boat ride.
Yeah, it's just the strait. That doesn't count. It's not the ocean.
But, I kind of want to point out that
You can swim across it.
for this 100th session, it literally went out with a bang. There were fireworks and everything.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't even think that even entered my mind at all. It's like, yeah, let's make it a really good 100 session. No, it didn't happen that way.
Yeah, like with those ships, would they have had a plan? No.
Aw, darn.
That's more modern.
Okay.